Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces, May 16, 2025. Increased clarity can come to your creative world now and this week. You could have the chance to distinguish yourself in a creative field, but you are also ready to put in the work. Thankfully, self-discipline is strong now. It's a powerful time for realism, practicality, simplicity, and authenticity with you in your relationships, partnerships, dating life, or leisure world. Your increased self-discipline reflects well on you and your relationships and leads to more confidence. The moon begins the day in your sign, enlivening your emotions and putting you in active touch with your needs, but then heads into your resources sector, drawing out your practical side for the remainder of the day. The full moon in your zodiac sign is being collectively felt throughout the cosmos. With your innate, authentic energy being so heavily activated, you are right at home to command your dominion. The themes that your zodiac sign rules will also be especially prominent. Sex, trust, intimacy, trauma, and rebirth all tie to your zodiac sign. On a positive note, these can be focused upon in beautiful, healthy ways. However, it can also trigger shadows from the depths and the past arise if they have been used and abused. Be aware of how you are approaching these themes in your life. Today presents the perfect opportunity to tear yourself away from the office mayhem and focus on your family and friends. If you don't start participating in your own life outside of work, you'll miss it. An excellent day for you. If you are a lawyer, or someone who communicates two sides of an issue for a living, you are apt to have a successful day. There are two sides to every story, and in the case of the body it is important to rest as well as to exercise. The astral energy lends itself to increasing the balance in your physical health. If you're overtired, take a nap. If you're feeling sluggish, getting in an hour's worth of exercise will increase your heart rate. You'll be at your creative peak today. Expect to be on the leading edge at home and at work when it comes to thinking of new and innovative ways of approaching something. You're sure to be a powerful contributor for any projects, as your innate artistic talent can't help but flourish on this day. In group situations, don't hesitate to voice your ideas. Chances are they'll be unique and well received. Once you have some spare time, engage in your favorite hobby. You'll enjoy this a great deal. A moon in Scorpio is not only an annual event, but always at the halfway point in your current solar and always when the sun is on the other side of the sky in your relationship sector. Halfway between your last birthday month and the next, and at a time of year when it is more about your relationships, this is something that can address any balance issues between your own and your relationship needs. With Mercury, the planet of communication, in his first full day in your relationship sector, you will find it easier to give anything. This might flush out a voice, as well as planets that are helping you to take your own power back. Mercury is only in your relationship sector for 15 days, with a moon in Scorpio putting the planet of communication to work from the start. The moon and Mercury both returned yesterday, and as they have already clashed, even before the moon can put a balance between your own and your relationship needs to the test, the pressure is on to get the communication lines open. Pisces, your sensitivity gives you insight that logic misses. Your quote of the day: the soul sees what the eyes ignore. Your color of the day is ocean teal, flowing and intuitive. Lucky numbers: 2, 6, 18. You may need extra solitude to recharge. A dream or intuitive flash may guide a decision. Let your feelings guide, but not control. Healing is quiet, but steady. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 16, 2025. Today's energy arrives like a quiet sunrise, soft, golden, full of potential. Whether this is your first time receiving a reading or part of your daily ritual, trust that the messages here today are meant to meet you exactly where you are. You don't need to come with anything but an open heart and the willingness to reflect on what speaks to you most. Today's cards are the Fool, 6 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and Page of Swords. Each of these cards has its own wisdom to share, but together, they're painting a picture of rediscovery, healing, and forward momentum. Think of this reading as a conversation between your past, present, and future selves all joining hands to guide you forward. Let's begin with the Fool, a card that whispers of new beginnings and leaps of faith. If you've been teetering on the edge of a decision, wondering whether now is the right time to try something unfamiliar, this card says, take the step. The Fool is not about recklessness, but about trusting the unknown and believing in the magic of starting over. It doesn't matter if you don't have all the answers yet. Sometimes, the most beautiful chapters begin with a simple yes. Have you been feeling a quiet pull toward something new? A different direction, a side project, a change in mindset? This is your green light. Next, the Six of Cups brings a sense of nostalgia and emotional grounding. This card often connects us with memories, childhood experiences, or moments in life where we felt safe, seen, and joyful. It could be that something from the past is resurfacing today, perhaps a person, a feeling, or a lesson you once learned and forgot. There's healing in remembering who you were before the world told you who you had to be. If you find yourself feeling sentimental today, lean into it. Reconnect with your younger self. What would they love to see you doing right now? Let that version of you guide some of your choices. The Queen of Pentacles is a warm, nurturing presence in today's reading. She brings the message of groundedness and self-care, not the kind that's performative, but the quiet, meaningful kind that fills your cup from the inside out. This might be a day to reconnect with your body, your routines, or the spaces you call home. The Queen of Pentacles asks you to honor the work you're doing. Not just in your career or your goals, but in the way you care for yourself and others. You are a source of stability, and it's okay to slow down and receive care in return. Whether it's a nourishing meal, a walk in nature, or simply allowing yourself to rest without guilt, let yourself be held today. Then we arrive at the Ten of Wands, a card that acknowledges the weight you've been carrying. It shows you're someone who shows up, who takes responsibility, who pushes through. But this card is here to ask, are you holding more than you need to? Is it time to delegate, release, or even simply admit that you're tired? There's bravery in saying, I need a break, or I can't do this alone. You don't have to prove your worth through exhaustion. Today might be a good day to review what's really yours to carry and what might belong to others or to a former version of you who didn't yet know how to set boundaries. You're allowed to lighten the load. Finally, the Page of Swords arrives with curiosity and fresh ideas. This card brings a youthful, inquisitive energy, one that asks questions, seeks truth, and isn't afraid to look deeper. It's a beautiful contrast to the heaviness of the Ten of Wands and a reminder that even while we let go, we can still grow. You may find yourself feeling mentally alert today, or perhaps there's something you've been curious to learn or explore. Follow that spark. Even just taking time to research something you're interested in, journaling your thoughts, or speaking your truth can feel like a breath of fresh air. You don't need to be an expert, just willing to be a student of your own life. Altogether, this reading carries a message of gentle reinvention. You are being invited to release burdens that no longer serve you, nurture the parts of yourself that may have been neglected, reconnect with old dreams or memories, and move forward with a brave, open heart. It's okay to not have it all figured out. In fact, that's where much of the beauty lives, in the spaces between certainty and wonder. So here's a question for you. Is there something you've been holding on to that it's time to let go of? Or maybe a small spark, an idea, a dream, a shift you're ready to explore? I'd love for you to share it in the comments. Even one small insight or reflection can open the door for someone else to feel seen and supported. You are on a path of becoming, and every step, even the uncertain ones, has meaning. Keep going. You are loved, you are growing, and you are not alone.